dive on the bridge with a Tycon flow snap, vivid like the Nikon. Been cold but the vibe warm, keep it locked like the vice arm. They got her twisted like the coat arm, heart something froze like the snowstorm. Her tote bag match her throat charm. She from the land of the sand where they flex so subtle when her drink mint muddle. Left home and her man in the game that he played for the sand of the shade. She parades you to swear in her shades. She like why you do that, niggas be deceptive. Yeah, I'm pretty restless. Long as the check is addressed to a residence. She self-heal therapy, she beat 10 on clearance, but she shopping for clarity. Reap what she sold for the dividend. Know what time is the medicine. Copping the wristwatch, Cartier with the bezel on her credit. Demanding hers where it's due. I swear she's so sadistic, defensive, pessimistic, reclusive. She too lit, independent. She too quick to dismiss courtship. Concerned with malice. She pile up as the bout ends. She throws a talent. She clutch a half full chalice. Sip you from fountains. Check her rap. She chic maneuver mountains.
Well, first of all, listen, it's interesting about all these young guys today. They never call on us and say, hey, thanks for the kind word and telling me how great a player I am. But when they play like crap and we call them out, we don't know what we're talking about. Listen, I'm easy to find.
Let me tell y'all something. Y'all getting on my damn nerves. What the hell is going on? Wake the hell up. You're a below average team, damn it. I'm sitting there making bets talking about how after the year y'all had last year, what the hell is wrong with y'all? You ain't that damn good. Stop acting like it. Play together. Play team ball. Figure it out. Stop being an average defensive team.
Are you inspired?
That's so good.
So motivated.
Get the hell in, get it together.
I'm ready to play for Coach Smith.
Right? 11th
It's
and
ridiculous.
East. All right.
Wait, can you hear me now? Man, I talked the whole time right there. I'm muting my microphone. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. As I was saying, basically, I sum it all up. All the episodes have not been uploaded yet on Spotify. In this episode, we are previewing the Washington Commanders versus Chicago Bears. It's a Thursday Night Football matchup. Hopefully, it's a better matchup than what we saw last Thursday with that trash. I apologize. I had my microphone muted the whole time. I am so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. But coming into this, starting off week 6, after a tough loss to the Tennessee Titans on a last goal line stance play, I'm optimistic this week. Couple things going into this week that I'm not concerned about. If you watched the previous episode, I talked about my thoughts with Ron Rivera and his comments about throwing Carson under the bus. The team seems to be moving forward from that, and let's hope so. William Jackson III, I read an article where he wants out of Washington. He has been a disappointing free agency signing. I just think it's the scheme. He was pulled out of the game, poor communication. Has just not panned out. And I think it's best to move on from him, honestly, before the deadline before the November the 1st for the deadline. Already got some injuries already. Carson and De'Ami Brown most likely will play in the game. But coming into this game, I'm hoping that there are some things that Ron Rivera and the coaching staff have fixed and adjusted, because some of the decision makings that have been happening this season, whether it's challenging a call, You know, calling out certain players. Well, I'm sorry. Let me say he's not adjusting players to certain skill sets. He's not really using their strengths. I think he really needs to. I can see some change in the philosophy in this game today. I'm also looking for. I think our defense is going to have a good game today. You know, I feel as though even though Chase Young's not there, our defensive line should set the tone for the defense. And I'm curious to see how that they're going to do against that offensive line for Chicago, because coming into this game, Justin Fields has 62 dropbacks. That's the second highest. I think it's like almost 50%. Especially when he does not have any weapons. I thought Darnell Mooney would have stepped up this year. He's definitely been a disappointment. And then Cole Kmet, other than that, he has nothing to really work with other than Khalil Herbert and then Montgomery before he went down with his injury. Curious to see how Justin Fields, I just feel bad for him just all around this season. I feel like he's just been set up to fail. It's going to be really our front four to dominate the game, and I think they're going to do that. I can see that get it started early, particularly in the first half. Chicago secondary versus our receivers. I'm curious to see how those will look. I looked at Chicago's defense. So far in the first 5 games defensively, they've racked up 11 penalties. And I'm looking at this receiving core for us. On paper, we should take advantage of that. Chicago has not given up a lot of deep passes. I think the longest one so far, if I can't remember what game they played, I think it was just 55 yards. They are known to give yards after the catch. I think it's like exactly 600, if I remember seeing that stat correctly, which completely was mind-boggling to me, knowing what that Chicago defense, but it's not the same as it was past couple years. I think let's establish a run game early. I think we should really get Curtis Samuel, McLaurin. I don't even want to see De'Ami Brown in Cam Sims. I would like to see Carson Wentz take a couple of chances on the deep throws. But keep it simple. Let's not try to do too much with this game. I feel like I think the key is going to start with our defense. And I can see the offense having a bounce back game. Yes. Carson, we can all look. He's been struggling, but this offense is struggling. We're ranked 25th. We're ranked 25th in scoring, and looking at the Bears, they're 30th as well as the offense. So I could see the Washington Commanders putting 40 points on the Chicago Bears. I think you need a spark. I think it starts tonight. I think the team learned a lot in the game against Tennessee. You know, Carson Wentz did have a good game. He did throw for 359 yards. I did see some good things. I'm not expecting a lot from Chicago. I mean, like I stated, their offense has just been struggling. I mean, yes, they beat San Francisco week 1, and then they beat Houston. But, you know, now they lost to the New York Giants and Minnesota. Like, Minnesota was up 21-0 almost. I believe going into the 21-3 going into halftime. So I'm not really expecting much offensively from them. And looking at it, you know, I don't know what to expect. I probably will see some development. I don't know if I just feel like I feel it's gonna be a one-sided game. I just look at Chicago's, again, I'm stick to their offense. Like, his really only truly best weapon is Khalil Herbert. And going against a team that has 14 sacks, that's 7th, I want to say correctly, if I'm saying that right. If Sad Jihad's not playing, yeah, I agree. They should be able to score at least 28. I agree. I look at it, I just think that this game just smells like a Washington victory. And like when I look at Washington, they need to create some turnovers because they have, I think I'm going to say they're 17th in yards allowed, but they're struggling to create turnovers. They just have one interception coming into this game, ranked throughout the NFL, and we're just dead last. I think it's just going to start with creating turnovers. We got to create turnovers. I think we can do that. And when I look at offense, I'm going to stick with Carson Wentz really quick. I'll look to see how Carson Wentz is going to respond to those comments that Mr. Ron Rivera said. Shout out to Sean Spencer, Will Kramer last night. I thank you for the opportunity for allowing me to be on Washington Football Weekly. And I said what I said. I think they should have been elaborated more. That question was just to get a reaction. And I want to see how Carson responds to that. Even though I personally said in the show, I look at Ron Rivera a little bit differently because when you publicly make those comments about me as your quarterback, it's kind of hard to. It's kind of hard. I have to look at you kind of differently. I'm curious to see how he responds. I'm curious to see how this offense responds. Coming in this game, Carson's been sacked 20 times. He's third in interceptions. But Scott Turner has not made the job easy for him, as I stated in the previous video. There's a lot of things that I can see Washington definitely responding to with adversity. I think they're going to do it tonight. Now, I'm going to say, and I said it on the show, that the Washington Commanders will beat the Chicago Bears. Scott Turner needs to be held accountable. I agree. I definitely agree because he is not making the man's job easier. I don't think, really quick, I don't think him being on the sidelines versus being on the booth makes a difference because I'm just seeing the same things I saw last year and I'm seeing this year. And something has to give. So I just feel like this is Washington's game. I'm going to guarantee you're not going to see his offense is like a stale 7-Eleven donut. I agree, Marcus. First and foremost, his offense, excuse me, I apologize for that. I do agree, is like a stale donut, but I just don't think him going to from being silent going to booth change anything. I don't. But you're not going to see, as I was saying, a game like last Thursday. You're not going to see that. I guarantee that.
Guarantee.
But out of respect, shout out to Nick Rosario, Delilah Crespo. I'm going to say, no, I'm going to say with my chest. The Washington Commanders are going to beat the Chicago Bears 41-21.
Guarantee.
I said that with my chest. Hey, Lucinda, happy Thursday. Appreciate you. Happy Thursday. Hope you're having a great day so far. I'm going to say that definitely with my chest. And then we're going to move and finally into our last segment of
incoming message.
Yes. Final message. Just finish the week out strong. If it's been off to a slow start, whether it wasn't a start off to a week, the beginning of the week, if it wasn't great, let's finish the rest of the week off strong. The weekend's almost upon us. It's still, I think it's starting to slow down a little bit. But definitely. Thank you. It is. Thank you. I appreciate that. The weekend's almost here. So let's definitely, once the week's over, let's make it just a daily reminder, do something for yourself that's not work related, school related. Just do something for you. Take care of yourself, your mental psyche. But it should be a good Thursday night football game. I'm so excited. I cannot wait because I cannot see a low scoring game. I can't see it. But we will be stealing some Chicago style hot dogs and a deep dish pizza in Chicago with the W with the Commanders. Let's go. So with that being said, we're going to sign off. It is your host, Nathan Snell. Thank you for tuning in this episode. Please like, comment, subscribe. I will catch you guys on the flip side. Enjoy the rest of the afternoon. Stay up.
But I get sick of these guys complaining. These young guys, they never call us and say, when a coach is wrong, I'm going to call him out. But when players are wrong, I'm going to call them out. Thanks for the kind words. But listen, I'm going to criticize guys that they deserve it. And listen, they can kiss my ass if they don't like it.
Thank you for tuning in to Big Nate Sports Talk. If you enjoyed that episode and you want to see more content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Bring your sports game on Big Nate Sports Talk.